Okay, hello folks. Today we are doing some vibe coding. Alex is in the driving seat.
Yeah, I vibe coding. I'll now get used to that. Okay. So what we're trying to do is instead of doing the regular wireframing that we do in tools like Whimsical, we would like to try and actually build something through the Windsurf AI that uses Claude in the background in our prototyping app so that we have finished UI. We have the idea of what we want to use as a framework. Let's see if we manage to do something with this AI
Maybe
thing.
we can do the 1 minute or 30 seconds presentation of the framework we would like to use. Maybe just share the screen and
Okay, good idea. Let me first set up the environment here. Share the whole window, or better, entire screen. Okay. Yeah, so the library that we would like to use to build the canvas is this React Flow. However, since our project is not React based, the prototyping one, as an alternative, Darko, I think that we could use just D3. I don't know if AI will manage to integrate this properly in our.
I'm fine with if we would maybe fail with React Flow also.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Then we can backtrack.
Right. Yeah. So we did a bit of a research, and this popped up as a good option for building these workflows. We already have our workflow builder, but we realized that for stages and for those really complex canvases that people will probably like to model, we will need something with a bit more capability baked in. So React Flow so far seems like a good option. We haven't consulted engineering yet, but just from the functionality standpoint, and yeah, seems nice. So we'll try to use that for prototyping at least, and yeah, that's it. So let's switch to. I created this one blank page in our prototyping app. The app it's node based, and it's currently running in the background.
I would suggest to start with the empty repo.
Empty repo completely.
Yeah, I'm worried it will confuse it.
Yeah,
It will have the context of React Flow is Tailwind plus React.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm worried that it will mess things up. I would start with a new repo and yeah, just to have more controlled environment.
Oh, so completely blank slate.
Yeah.
Oh, that should be
It should be.
easier.
It is like a somewhat wild experiment, but it should be cheap. We are not going to invest days or weeks.
Okay, then let me set up a completely new workspace. 1 second. So fresh project. All right, sharing screen. We literally have nothing here. It's an empty folder.
Yeah. Is Git initialized somehow or not?
Git here in this
Yeah.
folder?
Yeah.
No, but I can
commit, right?
I can commit later. Yeah.
Okay. And it says 3.5 Sonnet. Is 3.7 available? It's not yet.
It is. It is. It's. We want
What
3.7.
what means 1x credit?
It's just the amount of credits that it spends. This is like the regular, but if you use the thinking sonnet,
Okay.
it's 1.25.
Okay.
And Gemini 2.0 is 0.25. Interesting. DeepSeek is 0.5.
Fine. Let's start with 3.7 Sonnet, and then we will downgrade as we.
All right. So let's see.
Maybe let's brainstorm a little bit. So what we could tell it.
I mean, I would just ask you to set up the environment, give this React Flows a reference. I should have it enabled to read the web. We'll spend more credits, but you know, it will be able to open the links and get understanding of the environment that's needed for this. And then we can describe on, and we can give it a task to just set up some simple workflow with 3 boxes, and then we can, once it sets up the environment, continue working on the actual design itself.
Do we want to tell it that? I mean, I don't have much experience, but do we want to tell it that you are an expert React developer, and we want you to use React Flow to build the app? Is that kind of like context? I mean, you can go back to what you have, maybe just add that as a first line.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I think that in this, I don't know if that's the case, but in this windsurf integration, it already has the role of developer set up somehow. And wherever I'm asking it some other questions in this context, it's trying to run the code. If it was just a regular Claude or whatever, I would need to do it. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing either, but let's try this way. The AI and ML people will be laughing at these prompts, but
it's fine. We are young. We have
yes,
time to learn. Okay, let's try it. It's a good starting point.
yeah, I don't let it run the commands in the terminal automatically. Do I have browsing enabled? Web tools. Good. So now it's adding React Flow. And creating the implementation. And starting the server.
Okay.
There is this preview thing. Oh, something's already running. And I know what's running. I have our prototyping app on that same port. Can I rerun this command? No, it's actually
Moved it to 3001.
knows what the issue is. Right. Open preview. Let's use the same window.
It's not gonna work. No.
It is working. It is working. Okay. So it's there, and we have the boxes.
I mean, I see two paths. One is that we are telling it like a wider story. So far, we have two element types. We have those external world connections like GitHub and so on, and we have stages, and we can explain, or we can introduce one by one. I don't know.
So
what's your experience? Is it like, very incremental? Or we give like a wider story and
yeah, I would propose that, now that we have these boxes set up and it has something, I would modify the boxes first to match the design of the elements that we have. It would be nice if it could read the existing ones, or we could try giving it a screenshot of deployment targets.
yeah.
And then we can edit the content of the boxes and just
Can you commit somehow? I think,
okay.
yeah, just initial commit.
I don't know where this is going. Yeah, give me 1 second.
No, just type it in. Just trust it. It's fine.
No, because I just created a new folder on the desktop, so I don't know where would this.
But it's fine. It's fine. It's just going to commit to that local folder, and later we can connect it with GitHub. It's fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
The title of this episode will be Wild Ride anyway, so.
I clicked on the commit. Test. God, we're generating the commit messages too.
When we click save on that commit message, enter the commit message. It's probably open that for you because it doesn't have it. Just say init or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's done.
Great. You
Okay.
don't have to do it.
Good.
How about we say we'll have two types of elements or boxes, however we call it, and we say that the first one will be connecting
Right. I wonder if it will be able to recognize and update the UI to match what's on the screenshot.
Okay, let's do that as an experiment.
God. He's doing something. Yes. Oh.
Undo this. Undo this. It did not connect the context. It changed.
Yeah.
It's making not a single box, but everything be the.
All right. Okay, so let's do one by one.
But if you let's do the same thing and just say, I don't know if it understands the box generally as a concept. I think that the node is the terminology that people use.
No, node is used for.
Let's say let's try just this. Change start process node to be named GitHub. Just so you see that if it works with that.
It will do it. That's a very simple prompt. But maybe let's give it a bit more.
Let's give it a screenshot again. Let's give it a screenshot again and say change start process node.
How about this?
All of these data points.
Let's try and describe what we want these nodes to be.
But while we are on the screenshot, let's just verify how crazy it is.
Okay, so how would we want to? What do you think?
I would just say change first node called start process to include all the elements from the screenshot or something like that, or to match the design of a screenshot that I'm supplying.
I mean, the last time I tried this, it had the context of the HTML of these deployment targets boxes. So I think it was easier for it to do that.
I mean, one thing that we don't know, we were not really versed in the React Flow terminology. So when you are speaking to it, I'm not sure if it connects to the documentation, what is what. I mean, my question now is how they do they have a concept of a component in React Flow? You know, some shareable component? Because that's maybe what we are creating. Because it can implement things probably in the various ways.
They just have these custom nodes. I mean, the React Flow is relatively simple. In this case, it has nodes, edges, which are these connectors.
I know, but they must have some templating engine for those custom nodes. You create a custom node of a certain type, you know, and then you instantiate nodes of certain type. But let's see. I mean, one thing that would be cool. No, it's breaking. It does not understand what is on the screenshot.
Yeah.
But let's accept this maybe and say, or reject, and say that all the data points that are in the screenshot should fit within the one how it's called, one node.
It's the issue that I have. I cannot bring it back into the, if it goes into wrong direction, it's a bit hard to reset it.
But that's why you have Git.
Yes, that's fine. I can reset the project, but this chat
has the context of a...
Yes, yeah, of the faulty path.
Let's do it like this then. Okay, if the screenshot is not going to work, then I think your original idea was we are going to extend the nodes step by step.
Yeah. Let's design nodes with AI step by step. So let's update the node. There is one issue that I noticed.
Update nodes. Let's work on one node. It confuses it, I think.
Sure. I noticed that it's okay if you give it some high-level zoomed out info. You can understand that context. So
that was my question at the beginning. Should we say what is this about?
Yes.
It is like a CI. This is like a CD modeling.
About deployment and let's say a section containing the
version and timestamp.
timestamp, state. What else did we have?
Version of the deployed application.
Yes. Key. Let's just say labels. Like let's add 2 inputs, outputs, or what could be the
I will go with the simpler first.
Another section containing wait. Let's see what it will. Yeah, it's updating, it's creating custom nodes components. I don't know about React Flow if it has some templates that you can create for components.
I mean, it must have. I mean, they have a system.
But I think it's, yeah, I think you just define this custom node and then you use it.
Yeah, you do, but there must be some kind of templating system behind it. When you're instantiating new nodes of that custom type that you have defined.
Yeah, when you're creating custom nodes, you're creating this node type pretty much, and that's it.
Yeah.
Now, is it a different preview? It is a different preview. Okay. I mean,
But this is actually amazing.
this looks good. Yeah.
Please commit. Okay. It generated a commit message on its own.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't connect them, but it's fine.
I actually think that we don't want connections at this stage. It also understand the blue, the running should be blue.
All right.
Great.
So,
Can we commit?
yes.
But generate a commit message. Otherwise, we'll have no clue what is what if you need to revert.
Fair enough.
Good.
All right. So,
I have some ideas, small incremental ones. We can ask it to remove that simple workflow builder as like that bar at the top, so we have more space.
yeah.
Be careful, you upload the screenshot. Or you need to accept all.
Yeah. So yesterday when we were reviewing the priority information, that's that we have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we said that P1 is name, last run, and status, which is this section that we can update a bit more. There is this is something waiting for me.
Mm-hmm.
Key inputs and outputs, which are these labels that we have here. And the option to view or edit the stage, right? One problem that I have here is this is in kind of an edit mode. I don't know if I can. I probably can hover and click on the stage and
what?
have it open. This is SVG.
Let's try to let's maybe make just a commit for this thing, and then we I would ask it to give us our sidebar to see if it knows how to work with those kinds of things.
Yeah.
When we click on the component, so we want to have an interactive. We want to create that interaction. Let me just check in the documentation. So they have tooltips, placeholders. They also have annotations, and they have a node holder, which is interesting. They have a base node. I'm just going to share for a sec.
Mm-hmm.
They also, you see, there is a node holder,
Mm-hmm.
which has these, 3 dots. We don't want a trash bin, but this is interesting. And then there is a base node. I don't know if it seems that we are iterating on a base node, which is fine. We'll have to learn the framework over time. Node status indicator, that's interesting because we can say that when we click on it, we want it to have node status indicator, so it's highlighted, like in our workflow builder. Maybe we can ask it next. Can you on the first node add a node status indicator when it's selected?
Let's try this. I will.
Mm-hmm. I went into the docs mainly to see if it has some high-level component of that, sidebar or something like that. But it seems that it doesn't.
No. This is just it's just for the workflow building.
But it does have something. It does have something.
Does it?
I mean, it has workflow editor like as a template,
Yes.
and there it has a sidebar, which looks visually it's visually attractive. Let's say. Hooray! I mean, I'm very pleasantly surprised by every step that it does. I think that you should hire it.
You haven't used it before?
I did some, small things, but nothing as impressive.
Integrating it into the existing system is the biggest challenge.
But we are not going to do that. I would keep this all together, like completely outside of the existing system. We can add some header, that visually looks similar to what we have in our app. So you can connect it from that perspective, and you can maybe change the font and the shade of green and so on. But it doesn't make it's too much pain to integrate it. That's why I was advising starting with a clean, with a blank project.
Yeah.
We don't have to fight with the.
Yeah, I guess it's okay for wireframing.
It's okay for production.
All right. I wouldn't it visually not match the rest of the app.
I mean, we can cheat on that with literally fonts and some shades of color, and it will be fine. It's too much pain to fight with it.
All right. So maybe we can work on the actual content of the box. Yeah, let's do this.
Let's commit.
Of course.
I have so many PTSDs from the university days of not committing.
Yes. Okay. Maybe we can just map out the nodes a bit and add connectors.
Yeah, let's ask it to connect these three, so we don't have to rearrange it every time it refreshes. So if it's connected by connectors, they will not overlap, probably.
It's not rendering edges. I wonder if that broke.
Let's see. What did it change? Can we see the diff? Label. Does that?
Yeah, it added labels to the edges, but maybe it's the color issue or.
Yeah, it's white. It's 255, 255, 255. Use gray. Oh, it's calling it edges, right?
Yes. No. I think that when we updated to custom nodes, the edges stopped rendering.
And where is the sidebar?
Oh, it appears on click only. Seems to be stuck a bit.
Let's try to understand a little bit better what is the problem.
Sure. Yeah, this is just. Let's. If we can just align these so that they are not bunched together, and then we will. Okay.
I mean, it seems that our components, these nodes don't have those dots on the side.
Yep.
And it seems that those are called handles. But maybe I'm wrong. Wait. What is handle?
Says it's not registering the.
Can you ask it to add a hand?
To add handles.
Yeah, but commit before that, just so we see if it will shake some things up.
See if this prompt will work. And this. It already found that it should be using handle component. Where is this? Marker thread. Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, okay. Well,
They're ugly, but they're there.
We got something.
Maybe we can remove arrow and make it gray instead of black.
Yeah, Sidebar is still working.
Okay, it's better. And ask it to use emojis for flags.
Okay. You know, I wonder if it will figure it out on its own.
It will, because those suffixes are the same as emoji suffixes. And ask it also to add some tariffs.
Right. Well,
10% across the board.
that depends. That depends. If there was any connection between those, then yeah. Just wonder why it doesn't refresh. Okay.
No flags.
Oh, it's looking better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked it from left to right. They have version 1.2.3, 1.2.2, and then these have 1.2.1.
You did it on its own?
Yeah. And it's different commit SHAs, but for these three, it's the same one. I guess because it copied it. Okay, nice.
Please.
Seems like this is okay now.
I mean, maybe just crossed my mind, maybe there are two paths forward. One is that we work on the details of what we have so far. The other one is that we keep adding like high level entities that demonstrate, functionality. So one would be to introduce a new node type and to have it like, maybe two repos connected. I mean, if I'm going from the presentation perspective, if I'm now presenting this to someone, then I would like to say, okay, you can connect multiple repositories. and then you have those two, and then we have maybe two independent branches. So this is one branch for one app, one part of the system, and then we have another Git repo with another branch. But it would be more or less just introducing one new component and just repeating. Or we can start a marathon of like all the things that should appear in the sidebar,
What I would do here is maybe focus on the stage design and the components that we currently have on screen. We did the side.
I wouldn't change a thing. I mean, if you launch it today in production like this, you are fine. It's not missing anything. I mean, we can always screw it up.
Okay.
And we'll slow down, because if you would have this today and give to someone, it would be enough.
Okay. Fair enough. I can add the details and polish this up separately. I think that, yeah, as a high level overview, it's good, but yeah, it can be polished, especially this queue, and we need to think a bit more about the info that we have here. But as a zoomed out high level overview, it's fine.
I don't think that we are at that stage of polishing.
Mm.
I think that we are on the stage of building the high level thing.
Yep.
And that's why I wouldn't invest in the details. It only slows you down, and
Sure.
you
Okay.
end up worrying about the positioning of the elements, and
Okay. Then the options are adding the that Git integration, whatever is emitting events to this canvas.
Yeah.
And mapping out the connections to that, because I think that will be a bit challenging to present on canvas, and I was thinking of maybe ditching that and doing it in some other way. You will see once we start doing it. Once you need to connect Git to the development environment, but also to production and stage.
But you don't want to connect it to the production stage.
I mean, in this one example, I don't, but there are others where I don't have this clean sequential flow. No.
If it's not a clean flow, whatever clean flow would mean, I don't necessarily think that the chart should end up looking super clean. If what someone is doing is just messy. I mean, this is the way that you want to have things presented and modeled. If you want to easily communicate to a big team, it needs to be stupid simple, and this is stupid simple. So I mean, let's just try to add that Git external connection component and then see. I would say that it should look radically different. I mean, because it can be even color coded or something like that. If these ones are white, I would make that one gray or something like that. I would work with the contrast, because we have two types. So you want GitHub icon, the name of the repo, right? Let's say semaphore io/semaphore.
It's just semaphore, or do we want the organization to?
No, doesn't matter. Probably a timestamp of the last event that arrived. And probably some representation of the last message that arrived. Maybe that's optional. That's optional. The last message could be that new release that we were working in previously. I think it's a good thing to work with.
Timestamp of the what now? Last.
I think that as we have here running v122 and started 30 minutes ago, we should have that last event that arrived there also presented in such a way. Because let's say that we are listening for new releases, then I would say that message is essentially like the release version, which can be v15rc5, and it should have a timestamp when it arrived, and that's probably enough.
Does it have the list of the Git events?
It has only the latest event, I think.
No, I mean like, hey, this emits messages on new release tag, commit.
I mean, it can, but that's I think the least important thing. It's important to us right now, But when you're running with the things, I mean, you click on it and you'll see it in the sidebar. Let's see, we can easily remove.
Okay, so last event that was
Received, I would say.
Okay, what does this
Event? I think event contains that label, which is version, and when it arrived.
Oh, okay. I think I messed up the prompt, but we'll see.
What do you say?
I think I have messed up the prompt, but we will see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe not. It is adding the node. Good. I think it also has the context of the previous prompts I was asking yesterday.
Mm-hmm. It's possible.
Or it could be just that good. But yesterday we had to go through this iteration of getting this without deployment queue.
Mm-hmm.
And on that screenshot that I sent you, it looks similar to this, but there is no deployment queue. And deployment queue here is doesn't know what it should be. Oh, okay, it's updating sidebar.
I mean, this is 1,000 to 1 comparing to when the last time I was building something like this from scratch, or it's 1,000,000 to 1 experience.
When you were building something from scratch using AI?
No, when 5 years ago we were building.
Yeah. Yes.
I expected it to be nicer, but okay.
What's that?
Okay, I expected it to be more visually attractive, but it's actually great. It's great. I mean, I would maybe change the design, but it is exactly what we need. And it's clear. What's this?
Okay, do you want to connect this to any other nodes?
I don't think so. I don't think it's a natural.
Okay,
No,
let's
it's a natural.
do the happy path. All right.
Let's do one other thing. Let's have two nodes below, one being another repo, which has one other block following, followed by one other block. Because then we are ticking the box of this. What we are showing you clearly represents that Canvas works with multiple repositories.
Okay, and that repo is not connecting to dev environments.
No. It's completely separate chain.
Oh, so it's a separate chain with its own stage.
Yes. One repo or one or two stages for following it.
Okay.
We can maybe put something from the platform team, so we can, for fun. They have a repo named Schlag.
These lines, they are not connections, they are listeners. So in this case, stage is listening to a different stage.
I was muted. I don't understand. Edges are listeners.
This is how we call these lines, but it's fine.
Okay. It's cool that it used in this sidebar the items in the queue and those packages, package icons. It's really great. I think it has some questions.
Has some questions?
Okay. Okay.
Just wanted to be able to say, let's add new stage instead of
Yeah,
node. And
I was not following. I thought that it typed it down, that it's setting the stage for you and not that you are setting a stage for it.
yeah. I mean, this looks good. I wonder what it's updating. It shouldn't be updating anything. That's just variables. Okay. So after that, we would work on the sidebar, or
I think our work is done.
okay.
I mean, we demonstrated that we can iterate with, just AI on the React flow. I mean, maybe once it adds this, we make a commit, and then I personally mostly excited on developing the sidebar further because it demonstrates what are all the possibilities. I wouldn't massage nodes any further at this point. But I would also maybe we can potentially stop here for the sake of making the CD show episode not super long.
All right. Let's do that. Let's do a commit.
Did it add the component? It didn't, right?
No. I just ask it to rename, and then wanted to ask it to add
Okay.
a separate chain that it's additional.
Maybe use the word flow. I think it could be maybe better than chain.
Yep. Let's use our toolbox repo as an example.
What's changing if you click on that lock icon? You cannot move stuff on the board.
Yes. Yeah. Those are default controls from the React flow.
Mm.
I mean, this and the background are easily configurable. You mentioned that template thing for the you mentioned some template with sidebar for React Flow.
In the React Flow?
Yep.
If you go to components, the first thing in the sidebar is called something that they call
Workflow editor.
Yes, but it's not any nicer than what we have.
Oh yeah, I know this one. It's yeah.
Yes. Can you click on those? Is it sidebar being triggered?
Well, yes.
I mean, can you just imagine what the reaction will be when we appear today in the stand-up and show this? And so say we have been working for the last 2 weeks on this. So.
Yeah, and it's pulling data from the existing database, and it's
From RDS in AWS.
yes. Yeah,
Great
yeah.
success.
Okay, let's stop the recording and continue offline. End the episode here. See you on another one.
See you.